Hey everyone, happy Thursday. It's Brian. Just here doing my first actual video blog. The first one actually was more of an introduction, but this one's actually me talking. And listening to what Brandon and James have been saying over the last couple of days, I think I'd kind of like follow suit, in a sense, but then add my own ideas and see where we go from there. So both Brandon and James mentioned that there's this increasing decrease in book reading, which is really fascinating, but totally understandable also. A lot of it has to do with just having all this information at the tip of our fingers, just a few clicks away on the internet. Society is always like constantly speeding up. It's almost kind of snowballing in a sense. It started off kind of slow, and now it's gotten to this huge race where everything's connected through the cloud and the internet, and all this information, like I said before, is just just fingertips away. And in a sense, books are too slow for today's media, today's society, and we've tried to get them up to speed through digitalization and the Kindles and the e-books and e-readers and such like that. But I don't know if society will ever really go back to reading books. If you've ever read Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury, you would see that society is actually progressing in that direction, which is actually kind of a scary thought, because all this information is just being fed to us. We don't really choose what to read. We get bits of it, and whether that bits is the true story or not is a whole different picture. Instead of actually reading a story like Hamlet, you'd instead get like this condensed version, or it would become like a play, and you'd stand in a room surrounded by televisions, and you could interact with the people on the screen. But it was replacing these books. The books were what were important in Ray Bradbury's stories. I myself am at kind of a loss. I think the last book I attempted to read was Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, which was actually 3 months ago. I only got a few chapters in because I got so caught up with the college life and the university and school that I haven't had time to pick it up now. But what I'm really looking forward to on the winter break is getting into the Game of Thrones. I recently finished the first book, and I want to get into the second one, and I was so enthralled by it that I wanted to read it. I just never got around to having the time, and hopefully winter break will give me that time to read it. And getting back to my previous note, I haven't been able to read my book because I just haven't had time, which is like this major issue. It's just books take too long to read for most of us. I mean, the really, truly good books are really long. Well, I guess that's more of a matter of opinion. But the books that I find fascinating tend to take me a longer time to read. Saying as such, I just don't have time for it right now. I feel society is just rushing us along, and in that sense, we haven't been able to really get back to books. We're just progressing, and we don't take the time to enjoy ourselves. What we find as pleasurable now is video games and the internet and instant gratification, almost of a sense, whereas books take longer to get into. We want that instant pleasure, like now, because we don't have time to have it later. That being said, I encourage our audience, the hipvlogsters, to get out and read a book. Be antisocial for once. It's all right. Anyways, that comes to a close of my vlog. I wish everyone a good day, a good Thursday. Brandon, I'll see you on Tuesday. James, I'll see you tomorrow. And we can't possibly forget Danielle's promised blog on Sunday, so we're all looking forward to that. I hope it'll be awesome. We all know it will be. For everyone else, there's 19 days till Christmas and 2 till Hanukkah. Hope you have a great holiday. It's almost kind of sad because we see this. I said that earlier.